If success still feels impossible, it's not because you're lazy, it's because your life runs on chaos, not a system. You keep waking up with big plans and going to bed disappointed in yourself. That pain is real, but there is a way to make progress feel effortless. Today, I'm showing you the system that makes success easy, because willpower clearly isn't working. My friend, you're grinding every day, checking off tasks, staying busy, and somehow you're still exactly where you were 6 months ago. Here's what nobody tells you. You don't need another goal. You need systems that work even when you don't feel like it. I used to set huge goals, write them on my wall, set reminders, hype myself up, and still end up stuck. Meanwhile, people who didn't seem more talented or smarter were quietly stacking wins. The difference wasn't motivation, it was the systems they were running on. Most people think they have a motivation problem. They have a system problem. Goals are emotionally driven reactions. You step on a scale, hate the number, set a goal. You check your bank account, panic, set a goal. That feeling fades by Tuesday. Your goal is the compass pointing north. Your system is the car that actually gets you there. The compass alone won't move you a single inch. Wanting something badly doesn't make it happen. Wanting plus structure does. The distance between desire and achievement isn't willpower. It's having a system that executes when motivation dies. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. I'm about to show you exactly how to build a system so clear you can't fail at it. But first, you need to understand why vague plans are the reason you keep quitting by Thursday. Let me tell you something that might sting. If you can't describe what you're doing as a system, you don't understand it well enough. A vague system is a broken system, and broken systems are why you keep failing. I used to tell myself I'd start working out more or eat healthier. A week later, I'd be back on the couch, wondering why I couldn't stick to it. The problem wasn't willpower. My plan was invisible and vague. Clarity eliminates excuses because you've already decided what happens next. When you remove ambiguity from your routines, your brain stops wasting energy on whether or not to follow through. Here's what a real system looks like. I wake up and make coffee. My vitamins sit right next to the coffee maker. When I'm making coffee, I see the vitamins. I take them. Next to my vitamins sits my green drink powder. When I grab the vitamins, I remember to mix the green drink. Everything triggers the next action without willpower. When I was overweight, every morning I'd eat a banana nut muffin, 500 calories of pure sugar before 8 a.m. I didn't eliminate my morning routine. I replaced it. Same time, same location, different action. Vague intentions die. Specific systems scale. Small, repeatable actions compound faster than grand plans you never start. The gap between who you are and who you want to become closes only through daily decisions, not occasional bursts of motivation. Build momentum through consistency, because discipline becomes easier when it's already in motion. I'm really curious about your experience with building specific systems like this. Have you ever tried to change a habit without getting this detailed? And how did that work out? What's one routine you keep failing at because you haven't made it specific enough? Drop it in the comments. Your struggle might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to finally break through. Here's the truth. To make a system repeatable, you need 3 pieces. Let me show you exactly the 3 components to make this work. The trigger. Your trigger is what grabs your attention and kicks everything into motion. Our brains filter out most of what happens during the day. You have to create associations or prompts to remember to follow through. If you're losing weight, your trigger is every time you eat, pull up your tracking app. For the first couple weeks, every single meal, you pull up your phone and open the app. When I was losing weight, I had a sticky note on my fridge with my goal weight. Every time I'd subconsciously grab ice cream, because you forget you're dieting sometimes, I'd see that note and think, I don't want to weigh this much anymore. That was a trigger. Every Sunday, I have weekly planning on my calendar. That prompts me to prepare for the upcoming week. The process. Once the trigger fires, your process is the exact action you take. This needs to be so specific that someone else could replicate it without asking questions. Once the app is open, your process is logging your food. I keep my tracking app on my home screen by itself, not buried in a folder, not on the second page, right there as a standalone app, so I can't miss it. I see it, I log my food. My morning routine works the same way. I wake up and make coffee. I've placed my vitamins right next to the coffee maker. When I'm making coffee, I see the vitamins. I take them. Next to my vitamins sits my green drink powder. When I grab the vitamins, I remember to mix the green drink. Everything is designed to trigger the next action without willpower. When I saw that sticky note on my fridge, the process was make diet hot cocoa instead. 25 calories, problem solved. The tracking. Tracking shows you whether what you wanted to happen actually happened. This is where most people quit, but it's the piece that makes everything stick. By logging your food, you're simultaneously tracking intake. You see patterns, identify problems, measure progress. Every time I start my weekly planning session, I ask myself how closely I followed last week's plan. That's my tracking. My calendar triggers weekly planning. My tracking is weekly audits to see if I actually followed through. Pick one area where you need a system, whatever's broken in your life right now. Define the trigger. When does it happen? What sets everything in motion? Define the process. What exactly happens, step by step? Be specific. If you can't explain it to someone else and have them replicate it, it's not specific enough. Define the tracking. How do you know what you wanted to happen actually happened? You can systemize anything. Just define these 3 components. Let me give you a personal example. When I see my girlfriend for the first time each day, I immediately smile and act genuinely happy to see her. That's the system. Trigger, I see her. Process, smile, show enthusiasm. Small, consistent actions compound into the foundation of your relationship. Most people wait to feel happy before showing it, but you can reverse engineer emotions by choosing the behavior first. Oh, and quick heads up. I recently launched YouTube memberships, and it's a way for us to connect a bit more directly. Members get things like priority replies and can even pitch in ideas for future content. If that sounds fun, I'd be honored to have you on board. Just hit that join button below. My friend, if you're constantly grinding through resistance, you're not weak. Your system is broken. I remember trying to overhaul my mornings a few years back. I'd set 5 alarms, make a huge to-do list, and psych myself up to win the day. By 9 a.m., I was exhausted, frustrated, and had barely gotten anything done. I thought the problem was me, but really I was just running a terrible system. Here's what most people don't get about change. The problem isn't your willpower. It's that you're forcing yourself to make 1,000 tiny decisions every single day, and each one drains you a little more. Think about losing weight. If someone cooked all your meals and just put them in front of you, you'd eat them. No stress, no overthinking, no standing in front of the fridge at 9 p.m. wondering if you've already blown your diet. You just eat and move on with your life. That's not easy because you're lazy. It's easier because you're not wasting energy on decisions you've already made. Decision fatigue is real, and it's murdering your progress. Every choice you make, what to eat, what to wear, how to respond to that email, burns mental fuel. By the time you get to the thing that actually matters, you're running on empty. Take the gym. You have to decide when to go, what workout to do, what to wear, whether to go alone, whether to eat first. You're exhausted before you even start, and then you wonder why you skip it. So here's what changed everything for me. I stopped deciding things twice. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Set a calendar reminder. Follow a pre-made workout program. Meal prep on Sundays. Remove every single decision you can. I learned this running my business. When someone on my team pitches an idea, I make them write a detailed memo first. Why? Because writing forces them to make all the decisions up front. Either they come back with a real plan or they realize it's not worth doing. Either way, we're not wasting energy on half-baked ideas. Most people fail because they're trying to make decisions in the moment when they're tired, stressed, or just not feeling it. That's not execution, that's self-sabotage. Make your decisions once, then automate everything else. The goal isn't motivation, it's eliminating the need for motivation. The more you run your system without thinking, the more you prove to yourself you're the kind of person who follows through. You stop needing to be in the right mood to show up. You just show up. What would make this automatic? What would remove the friction? Keep asking until the answer is so boring you could do it half asleep. Because boring is what gets results. Boring is what builds the life everyone else wishes they had while they're still waiting to feel inspired. Discipline looks boring from the outside because observers only see the repetition, never the transformation happening beneath it. Most people abandon their goals not because they fail, but because they get bored before the results arrive. Success is a delayed reward system, and boredom is the price of admission that separates those who want it from those who'll actually have it. Your future self will thank you for the mundane hours you're putting in right now while everyone else chose entertainment. Excitement fades in days, but boring habits executed for years create the freedom everyone claims they want. What I'm about to tell you is the difference between a system that works for a month and one that transforms your entire life. But most people skip this step because it feels like extra work. Here's the truth. Your system will die without maintenance. You wouldn't drive your car for a year without an oil change. If you're not measuring it, you can't fix it. And if you can't fix it, you're just hoping things work out. Hope isn't a strategy. Once you've built your system, identified the trigger, removed the friction, made it automatic, you need to actually look at whether it's working, not once, regularly. After every meeting, I ask two things: what worked and what didn't. Then I adjust just one thing that failed. Each meeting improves slightly. Treating meetings as systems, not events, keeps them effective. Most people build something once and walk away. They never touch it again. They don't measure, don't adjust, don't improve. Then they wonder why it stops working. I remember launching my first online project. I poured weeks into it, hit publish, and then nothing. I assumed that was it, success or failure. Months later, I realized the problem wasn't the idea. It was that I hadn't checked if the system actually worked. Run a systems audit, my friend. Then fix one piece at a time. That's how you build something anti-fragile, a system that gets stronger every time you use it. Anti-fragile means when something breaks, you don't just fix it, you make it better than it was before. The system evolves, it learns. Your first version of anything will be trash. That's fine, but if it's still trash 6 months later, that's on you. Measure your systems, track what's working, kill what isn't, upgrade what needs it. The difference between people who build lives that work and people who stay stuck isn't that one group is smarter. It's that they treat their systems like living things that need care, not monuments they build once and never touch again. Your system either gets better or it dies. There's no in between. What worked last year will eventually stop working, and clinging to outdated methods is just nostalgia disguised as loyalty. Evolution happens whether you participate or not. So you either shape your system deliberately or life reshapes it through breakdowns and failures. The moment you stop improving your approach is the moment you start falling behind, because stagnation is just slow motion decline. My friend, let me tell you something most productivity people won't admit. The point of systems isn't to squeeze more work out of your day. It's to stop thinking about the work altogether. When your systems run on autopilot, when you're not burning mental energy on the same decisions every single day, that's when real growth happens. You're not trying to work harder. You're building machines that work for you. I used to think setting something up once was enough. I automated my savings, feeling like a genius, and then life happened. Rent went up, a subscription sneaked in, income shifted, and suddenly that perfect system was failing me. I didn't notice until months later, staring at my bank account, wondering where all my money went. Here's the data. Businesses that automate and optimize regularly outperform their competitors by 50%. Not because they're smarter, because they're not wasting energy on things that should already be solved. You set up automatic transfers to savings every month. That's a system, but what happens when your income changes, when your rent goes up? If you never check it, that system becomes useless. You built it once and forgot about it. The power isn't in creating the system, it's in refining it to match where you are now. If I was still doing the same workout I did when I started, I'd see zero progress. My body adapted, my system had to evolve with it. Most people build something once and think they're done. They're not. You're never done. Your life changes, your goals shift, your reality updates. Your systems need to update too. Once you've got a working system, your job changes. You're no longer the one doing the work. Your quality control, your oversight, you make sure the machine keeps running and gets better over time. At some point, you stop being the machine and start building machines. That's the shift nobody tells you about. That's when you're not just productive, you're free. Free to think bigger, move faster, and actually live instead of just surviving your to-do list. Systems don't trap you. Bad systems trap you. Good systems set you free. Freedom isn't the absence of structure. It's having structure so reliable that you stop thinking about the basics and start creating at a higher level. Most people confuse spontaneity with freedom, but real freedom comes from knowing your foundation is solid enough that you can take risks everywhere else. When your systems handle the repetitive decisions, your mental energy becomes available for the opportunities and relationships that actually matter. My friend, let me tell you something that took me years to understand. High performers don't push harder. They build smarter infrastructure. I don't want to rely on motivation. I don't want to wake up every morning and wonder if I'll have the grit to follow through. That's exhausting. That's why most people burn out and quit. Everything in my life runs on a system now. Working out, eating, running my business, creating content, managing relationships, learning new skills. My systems allow me not to think about things constantly. And that's the point. I'm not special. I just stopped fighting myself every single day. Here's what nobody tells you. Anytime you have a new goal, you do have to design a new system. But I'm careful about how many things I actually add. Most of the time, I just keep repeating the systems I know work. I either repackage them with new goals or upgrade and audit them. The more consistently you execute, the more self-trust you build. And self-trust is the real currency. I don't rely on motivation to eat well, to work out, to run my business, to show up for the people I love. None of it. I just rely on the systems I have in place. You're never going to be in the right emotional state. That's a fallacy. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting to feel motivated. Stop waiting for the perfect moment when everything aligns and you finally have the energy to change your life. Tonight, don't try to overhaul everything. Design one small system that changes your tomorrow. Start with one trigger, one process, one way to track it. That's it. Build the right systems, and those systems will build the right version of you. The person you want to become isn't hiding on the other side of motivation. They're waiting on the other side of the structure. If you found this video helpful, this next video right here will take you even further. Your choice, your life. Start now.